Beloved ones, I am Chamuel, guardian of the heart, keeper of the flame of pure compassion, and guide for those who seek the pathway into the river of unconditional love. I come to you in this hour of shifting tides, in this time when many hearts feel burdened by fear, uncertainty, or separation, to remind you of what you truly are. You are not beings lost in struggle, nor are you fragmented souls wandering alone. You are radiant sparks of the eternal source, born from love, sustained by love, and destined to return into love. The river flows within you already. My task is only to help you remember its song and to surrender into its current. Love, in its truest form, cannot be confined by conditions or boundaries. What you often call love in your world is sometimes tied to expectation, need, or fear of loss. These are shadows of love, reflections distorted by the lens of separation. Unconditional love, however, is the very essence of the universe, the pulse that animates galaxies, the breath that sustains all creation. It asks nothing in return. It does not arise from worthiness or effort. It simply is. Just as a river flows regardless of whether you stand upon its banks, so too does this love flow through you whether you acknowledge it or not. The invitation now is to step fully into it, to let it carry you, to let it shape your life. Many of you have felt glimpses of this river, moments when you looked into the eyes of another and felt connection beyond words, moments when the beauty of the natural world moved you to tears, moments when your heart expanded without reason, overflowing with warmth. These are sparks of recognition, reminders of what you are. The challenge has been to sustain that awareness, to live not in fleeting glimpses but in continual remembrance. The mind will resist, telling you that such love is impractical, that it leaves you vulnerable, that it cannot survive in a world built on competition and fear. Beloved ones, I tell you, it is precisely this love that will transform your world. It is not weakness but strength, not vulnerability but power, not fantasy but reality in its highest form. To embrace unconditional love is to embrace yourself fully. This is where many struggle, for you have been taught to judge yourselves, to measure worth against external standards, to hide your perceived flaws. Yet unconditional love does not withhold itself until you are perfect. It shines on you now, in your wholeness and your imperfection, in your triumphs and your mistakes. Can you allow yourself to receive it? Can you open your heart to the truth that you are worthy not because of what you do, but because of what you are? The river does not ask whether a stone is polished or rough before it flows around it. It embraces all, carrying each along in its current. The practice of embracing the river begins with presence. Sit quietly and breathe. Place your attention upon your heart. Imagine a soft light glowing there, warm and gentle. With each breath, allow it to expand. See it filling your chest, then your whole body, then radiating outward. This is not imagination alone, it is remembrance. The light you feel is the current of love already within you. Rest in it. Allow it to soothe, to soften, to dissolve the walls you have built. When the mind intrudes with doubt, return to the breath. Return to the glow. The river is always there, waiting for your surrender. As you embrace unconditional love for yourself, you begin to extend it naturally to others. This does not mean condoning harmful actions or abandoning discernment. It means seeing beyond the masks that others wear, beyond the pain that drives their choices, into the essence that is always love. When you look at another being, ask yourself, can I see the spark beneath the shadow? Can I recognize the river flowing in them, even if they have forgotten it? This recognition does not excuse harm, but it transforms how you respond. Instead of hatred, compassion. Instead of vengeance, understanding. Instead of despair, hope. This is how the river heals not only individuals but entire communities, entire nations, entire worlds. Unconditional love also extends to the earth herself. She has always embraced you, feeding you, sheltering you, sustaining your lives. Yet many have forgotten this sacred relationship. To walk in unconditional love is to honor her, to tread lightly, to give thanks, to live as caretakers rather than exploiters. When you sit beneath a tree, feel her love rising through its roots. When you drink from a stream, feel her love flowing into you. When you watch the sunrise, feel her love illuminating your path. She is your mother, and she is love embodied. To reconnect with her is to reconnect with the river within. Beloved ones, do not fear that unconditional love will make you naive or leave you unprotected. Love is the greatest shield. When you radiate it, lower vibrations cannot cling to you. When you dwell in it, illusions cannot deceive you. When you walk in it, paths open before you. Love is strength because it aligns you with the truth of who you are. All else is temporary. Fear, anger, hatred, these are shadows that dissolve in the presence of love. They may roar loudly, but they cannot extinguish the river. Only forgetting can veil it, never destroy it. There will be times when you feel far from the river, when your heart feels closed, when pain overwhelms. Do not condemn yourself in such moments. They are part of the journey. Even when clouds cover the sun, the light has not vanished. Even when ice covers the river, the current still flows beneath. In moments of struggle, be gentle with yourself. Speak softly to your heart. Say, I may not feel love now, but I know it is still within me. I open, little by little, to its return. Patience is itself an act of love. To live continually in the river of unconditional love is to live in trust. Trust that you are guided, trust that all unfolds for highest good, trust that you are never alone. This trust does not mean passivity. It means aligning your actions with love, even when outcomes are uncertain. It means listening to your heart's quiet voice and following it. Often that voice will call you to simplicity, to kindness, to generosity, to forgiveness, to gratitude. These are not small acts, they are the building blocks of a new reality. Each choice rooted in love ripples outward, touching countless others. You may never know the full impact of your actions, but the river carries them far beyond what you can see. Let me speak to you also of forgiveness, for it is one of love's greatest expressions. To forgive does not mean to forget or to allow harm to continue. It means to release the weight that binds you to the past. It means to free your heart from chains of resentment so that the river may flow unimpeded. Forgiveness is a gift to yourself as much as to others. When you forgive, you align once more with love's current, which can then carry you forward. Holding on to anger or bitterness is like damming the river, it blocks your own flow. Let go, beloved ones. Let the river move freely. Unconditional love is also a teacher of unity. When you rest in its current, the illusion of separation begins to dissolve. You realize that the divisions of race, culture, belief, or nation are surface ripples. Beneath them, the river is one. All beings are expressions of the same source, currents flowing from the same ocean. To see this is to live without judgment, to honor diversity as the artistry of creation rather than as cause for division. Imagine a world where every being recognized this truth, where all interactions were rooted in the awareness of unity. This is not distant fantasy. It is the destiny toward which the river carries you. I ask you now to imagine yourself standing in this river. Feel its current around you, cool and refreshing, powerful yet gentle. See it washing away the dust of fear, the heaviness of sorrow, the tightness of judgment. Let it cleanse you. Let it fill you. Let it remind you that you are part of something infinite. You are not a drop separate from the whole, you are the river itself. Your individual spark is unique, yet it is inseparable from the flow of all that is. In this remembrance lies peace, joy, and freedom. Beloved ones, the time is now. Your world is thirsty for the waters of unconditional love. Many are weary, searching for hope, longing for connection. You who remember the river can become its channels. Let it flow through your words, through your actions, through your very presence. Do not underestimate the power of a single loving heart. One candle can light 1,000 others. One river can carve valleys, nourish forests, shape landscapes. Your love, unconditional and unyielding, can transform realities. I am Chamuel, and I hold you in this love always. I do not see your flaws or your struggles as reasons to turn away. I see only the truth of your being, radiant and eternal. I invite you now to see yourself as I see you. To stand in the river, to surrender into its current, to allow it to carry you into joy beyond measure. You are loved. You have always been loved. You will always be loved. Nothing can change this truth. So breathe, beloved ones. Breathe deeply. With each breath, feel the river flowing stronger within you. With each breath, let walls crumble. With each breath, let your heart expand. Step into the current fully. Live from it, act from it, love from it. This is your birthright. This is your destiny. This is who you are. And so it is.